Hello my friends! Today I'm making a video that I thought I should never make, but fuck it, I'm making this video anyway. And in this video I'm gonna rank every single killer in Dead by Daylight up to School Merchant, from the worst one to the best one. And this video is actually very controversial because for some of you my tier list might look absolutely crazy. Like, I see so many YouTubers making these tier lists and then people dislike those videos and tell them, oh, you should play killer more, oh, you such a noob, blah blah blah. Keep in mind that this is just my personal opinion, you motherfucker, and if you are one of those toxic bitches who come there and trash me for my opinion, well, fuck you. Like, why should I respect your opinion if you can't respect mine? And when I say that my tier list will look controversial, I really mean it. For example, I don't think that the pig is a bad killer. I will put her somewhere in the middle of my tier list. And if you don't like that, then go back to your mommy and then suck her titties, you little crybaby. But for all of you who aren't there to judge me, well, enjoy the video, because I believe that I got some interesting thoughts to share with you. And if you disagree with something, then go and comment something, because I love reading my comments. So comment your opinion, even if it's something like, I got a very big cock, my friend. I will respond to that comment with a big smile on my face. But anyway, sorry for my little rant, and now let's get straight to the tier list. But before that, don't forget to subscribe if you want to suck my big fucking juicy cock. I'm gonna try to go over this tier list as fast as possible because I don't want to waste your time, because time is precious. And also keep in mind that I'm ranking these killers based on how strong they are, in my opinion. Okay, so first of all, let's get rid of the most obvious killers. For example, the nurse is easily S tier. If you are good at playing her, you can literally show pallets your middle finger. You can literally ignore every single pallet on the map. She can blink through the walls. There's literally no killer like her in the game yet. And you know, there hasn't been a killer like her for like how many, like 6 years, which is crazy. And even with all of the nerfs, she is still better than any other killer in the game. Another killer is the Blight, which is arguably one of the strongest killers in the game. He's actually a very good killer. I see many people that put the Blight next to the nurse on the S tier, but I will go a little bit lower. I will put him on the A tier because I just want to give the nurse her separate tier. She deserves it. I think she is stronger than the Blight, but the Blight is very good too. The Spirit is one of the best killers in the game. For a long time I thought she's better than the nurse, but she's definitely not better than the Blight, so she belongs right here. The Trapper. It's obvious that the Trapper is one of the worst killers in the game, and he might be just the worst killer in the game. It's very sad because I love the Trapper and I don't want to put him here, but you know, I'm not gonna lie, he is not good. On the other hand, the Oni belongs on the A tier because this killer is very good, and like when you play as the Oni well, you can literally go with your anti-heal build and you will destroy virginities of so many survivors. Like, you see this virgin Steve running around the map, you can just boom 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 catch up to him and destroy his virginity with your giant cock. It's a very good choice to do it with the Oni. The Huntress belongs right next to the Oni, because the Huntress is a very good killer. The Huntress deserves to be in the A tier. I love playing as the Huntress, and in my opinion, she is probably the best ranged killer in the game. Okay, let's just put the Hag in the B tier. She's good, she's very good. If you play her well, you might win every single game. She has her own playstyle, just like the nurse does, but the nurse is better because she can ignore most of the game's rules, while Hag can't do it. But like most Hag players, they are average, so I will put her in the B tier. Freddy is very weak, sadly, but it's fun to play Freddy. I love playing Freddy. I will say that Freddy is probably one of my favorite killers in the game, despite him being very weak. Okay, I will admit that. The Skull Merchant, holy shit, I hate this killer so much. She has to be my least favorite killer in the game, just like for most people, but we are not ranking killers from the best to the worst in terms of how much I like them. We are ranking killers based on how strong they are, and she is stronger than the Trapper, she is stronger than Freddy, but she's still trash. Like she is pretty counterable, and some of her abilities don't make any sense. For example, her undetectable, you know, it doesn't really make sense, so I will put her right there. The Artist, she is one of the strongest killers. In my opinion, the Huntress is better than the Artist, but like I know that many people will disagree, but I like the Huntress in terms of her power more. I think it's more convenient, it's more easy to get used to it, and when you master the Huntress, I believe that the Huntress will win you more games than the Artist, but they are pretty close. The Plague, on the other hand, well, the Plague, I would like to put her on the higher B tier, like somewhere here, but you know what? Let's put her on the A tier, because with her like cleansing shit, you know, with her vomiting on survivors, it's very annoying to deal with that, and like I believe that she's above average, and sometimes it's just literally the most like annoying shit to face the best Plague players. Like, I believe she's worthy to be there. The Wraith. I mean, I can play this killer well, but first of all, it's not even fun to play the Wraith, so I will put her here. Fuck, she's not. The Wraith, for some reason I always think that the Wraith is a girl, even though he's a guy, but he is not a good killer. But I would say that he's above D tier, he is a little bit below mediocre, and the Wraith would benefit from some buffs, you know what I mean? So C tier. Hillbilly is one of my least killers. The Hillbilly is one of my least favorite killers to play as, and for some reason he's getting nerfed. A lot of people hate that he's getting nerfed, even though almost nobody is playing him because he's not fun to play. Even if you play him well, he is getting bullied by so many Survive with Friends teams. Like, I don't even know if he's stronger than the Wraith or no, but let's say that he's stronger than the Wraith because like he can travel across the map very fast, and it's a big benefit in Dead by Daylight. It can make him go insane sometimes, but it's only sometimes. Michael Myers. I know that many people hate Michael Myers, and I have a lot of friends who think that he belongs in the D tier somewhere here. For some reason they seem to think that Trapper is better than Michael Myers, which is bullshit in my opinion, and I main Michael Myers these days. He's a pretty good killer, and I would say that he is an underrated killer. Like, I get 4 kills almost every single game. With the right build, Michael Myers can be insanely strong, but he does not belong in the same tier where the Huntress and the Artist is. Like, I would say that he's an average killer, but he's pretty much underrated. He's worse than the Hag, but yeah, he belongs in this tier. The Doctor, C tier. I mean, for new players to face the Doctor, it's a nightmare, but for more experienced players, the Doctor is not a threat. Even his most ridiculous skill check build is not a threat anymore. Like, we got used to that, and the Doctor is just... It's not even fun to face him, but it's not even... he's not dangerous, you know what I mean? Bubba. I would say that I like Bubba more than the Hillbilly, but you know what? They are pretty similar in terms of how strong they are, and I would say that because Hillbilly has got this speed benefit compared to Bubba, he can travel across the map very quickly with his chainsaw. Hillbilly is a little bit better than Bubba, so we are putting Bubba here. The Pig. Many people seem to hate on the pig, and they seem to think that the pig is one of the worst killers in the game, but I love playing as the pig, and this killer grants me a bunch of kills, and I'm playing this killer consistently, and I will probably play as the pig after making this video more, and with the right build you can dominate your games with the pig. I just don't think that many people who think that this killer is bad, like I don't think that they have chose the right build, because for the pig only specific builds work, you know what I mean? She's an interesting killer, and I would say that she belongs in the B tier. The clown, on the other hand, is in my opinion not that good. Many people seem to think that he is one of the worst killers as well, but I would say that he's a bit better than the doctor, because at least his bottles, sometimes they really bring you luck. Like, it really depends on when you throw that bottle, but sometimes, like, playing as the clown, it just feels like you're the king of the fucking world, you know? Legion. Legion was the first killer I have ever mained for multiple years. I really know how to play as the Legion well. He's the best killer when it comes to keeping survivors injured. The Oni will not injure survivors as frequently as the Legion does. However, other than injuring survivors consistently, Legion is a little underwhelming, because when it comes to downing survivors, it's not that easy to do with the Legion. But in my opinion, he is still better than the pig. Okay, Ghostface. Ghostface doesn't win me as many games as Michael Myers does. However, I believe it's just because I like to play as Michael Myers more, and it's just like my preference that makes me get more kills on Michael Myers. Overall, I would say that Ghostface is more consistent than Michael Myers. He's a better stealthy killer than Michael Myers, but they are pretty similar when it comes to how strong they are. I would say that they are together in the B tier, they belong here. Demogorgon is like the most average killer in the game. He is not weak, he is not strong, he's fun to play. I believe that Stranger Things chapter was one of the best chapters, not only because I'm a fan of Stranger Things, but just because of how balanced this killer is. Like, I know that they can't tweak this killer anymore because they don't have Stranger Things and Dead by Daylight anymore, but like this killer as it is, it's perfectly balanced. So if I can put him in the middle of the B tier, that would be the best fucking thing to do ever. Like we are putting him in the middle. The Deathslinger, I would actually like to put him above Demogorgon because he's just a really nice killer. He's actually strong, and like with the right build and some of his add-ons, they are very good. You can easily get 4 kills consistently. If you want to go for a challenge like get 4 kills every single game, Deathslinger is a great choice. So I don't know, I would probably put him here. Like, some of you will say, but Michael Myers is much weaker than the Deathslinger. Well, you know what, thinking now, maybe you're correct, okay? Michael Myers is weaker than the Deathslinger. And probably Michael Myers is weaker than the Demogorgon. Like, okay, this deserves some tweaking. Easily A tier. Like, he belongs here. He's a great killer. I mean, it's very hard to play as him because it requires skill. Like, his aiming requires precision, and I respect good Pinhead players. Really, if you are a good Pinhead player, respect to you, brother. The twins, I hate the twins. I hate playing as the twins. I hate playing against the twins. I almost never get to play against them, but they are above average, I would say. So I would say B tier, probably here. And like, I can't really judge the twins because I don't really get to play against them ever. Like, it's probably been like 5 months at least since I got to play against them, and I have never truly like played her. Like, them, I mean them. Like, I don't want to misgender them, you know? So, I don't know, I would put them in the B tier. Are they stronger than the pig? And Legion? Probably yes, because they are annoying as fuck, and it means that it's very fun for the player who plays as the twins, but other than that, I don't know if they are good, you know, like, I believe they deserve to be in the on the B tier. Comment if I'm wrong about this, because I got a feeling I might be wrong about the twins. The Trickster, he has been my least favorite killer in the game until the School Merchant came out, but I believe that he is a better killer overall than the School Merchant, and in fact he deserves to be on the C tier. He is probably the weakest ranged killer in the game because of how inconsistent his blades are. Like, sometimes you can literally throw all of your blades directly at one person and they will still fly to the sky. Like, you know, like in that song, I believe I can fly. Oh, I believe I can touch the sky. Yeah, they are literally touching the sky like I would touch somebody's vagina. Nemesis belongs on the C tier because in my opinion he is weaker than all of these killers that are on the B tier, and he belongs on the higher end of the C tier. But you know, I know many of you will disagree with me and say that Nemesis is better than that, but he's not. I mean, zombies kinda carry him, and zombies can make his games very fun to play sometimes, but he's not strong. Cenobite is a perfectly balanced killer, just like the Demogorgon is, and I believe that they are very close. Cenobite is probably a bit worse than the Deathslinger, but his chains can make survivors like die out of pain in real life, so I don't know which one is better, but I guess the Deathslinger is better because if you are good at using his gun, well, everything is possible, you know what I mean? Sadako, in my opinion, is one of the worst killers in Dead by Daylight, but she has this condemned Mori kind of playstyle, which means that she can teleport to as many TVs as possible without hooking survivors, and then she can kill survivors with her hands, and this playstyle actually makes her kind of a decent killer. So I would not put her on the D tier, even though if somebody puts her on the D tier, I would say it's possible that she belongs on this tier, but in my opinion the Trickster is actually a worse killer than Sadako. And if you think that Sadako is a good killer, then comment under this video, because I'm planning to make a video why Sadako is a bad killer in my opinion, so I would tell you exactly why I don't like Sadako, so comment if you want to see that video. Anyway, the Dredge. The Dredge belongs like right here in my opinion. The Dredge is pretty good. He can teleport in the lockers, and you know, it gives him a bunch of power because teleporting from one locker to the other locker, it literally pressures survivors. He can easily patrol all of the generators, and I think he's above Demogorgon, but the question is he above the Cenobite? Probably yes. Wesker A tier, because if you are good at playing Wesker, I would say Wesker requires skill, and if you're good at playing him, you can dominate every single game. If you are bad at playing him, you will do bad and you will probably put him somewhere here, but he's pretty good when you know how to use his power well. However, he's not as good as the Pyramid Head, and in my opinion, Pyramid Head might be better than the Plague. Okay, this is adjustable. I'm not too sure where to put the Knight, honestly. The Knight. Higher C tier, probably. Better than Nemesis, I would say. Maybe he's better than the Pig. It's very hard for me to rank this killer, but I will leave him here. However, if you would like me to move him to the B tier, leave a comment. But anyway, this is how my tier list looks, and let's see, I think I'm pretty satisfied with this tier list. I told you it would be controversial. I know many of you will hate me for putting the Pig so high, and for putting Michael Myers so high above the twins, for putting Legion so high. A lot of you will say, what? Why are you putting the Oni in the same tier as the Spirit and the Blight, blah blah blah. But as I told you, this is my personal opinion, and if you say that I need to play more killer to understand how this game works, blah blah blah. Well, that's not true, because I'm playing killer almost every single day and I'm enjoying my time playing killer like crazy. Please like this video if you watched until the end and subscribe for more DBD content. Ciao!